What if the ground beneath your feet is whispering warnings you can't hear? What if an entire island, steeped in mythology and history, is slowly, silently, preparing for its next dramatic act? This isn't the plot of a disaster movie. This is the reality unfolding right now on Vulcano, one of Italy's stunning Aeolian Islands. For centuries, Vulcano has been a place of both awe and fear. The ancient Romans believed it was the chimney of the fire god Vulcan's forge. Today, it's a popular tourist destination, famous for its therapeutic mud baths and the challenging hike up to the main crater, the Gran Cratere. But beneath this idyllic surface, a powerful force is stirring. The island, which last erupted in the late 1880s, is showing signs of reawakening. Over the past few years, increased seismic activity, rising ground temperatures, and alarming releases of volcanic gases have put scientists and local authorities on high alert. The ground itself has been swelling, deforming as magma shifts deep below. This has led to unprecedented levels of monitoring. Every tremor, every wisp of gas is scrutinized. But even with all this ground-based equipment, we've been missing a crucial part of the story. We've been listening to the island's whispers, but we haven't been able to see the full picture of its silent movements. Until now, new satellite data, using cutting-edge techniques, is peeling back the layers of Vulcano's secrets, revealing a hidden dynamic that is changing everything we thought we knew about how this volcano works. This isn't just about more data. It's about a revolutionary new perspective from space, one that shows us previously unseen activity and offers a chilling glimpse into the island's future. What have these eyes in the sky uncovered? Stick with me, because we're about to dive deep into the heart of a restless giant. To truly understand what's happening, we need to talk about a technology called InSAR, which stands for Interferometric Synthetic Aperture Radar. Now that sounds complicated, but the concept is brilliantly simple. Imagine a satellite orbiting Earth, taking incredibly detailed radar snapshots of the ground. It takes one picture, then orbits the Earth again, and takes another picture of the exact same spot from a slightly different position. By comparing these two images, scientists can detect minute changes in the ground surface, down to a matter of millimeters. It's like a hypersensitive game of spot the difference for an entire island. For years, InSAR has been an indispensable tool for volcanologists. It allows them to map ground deformation, the swelling or sinking of the Earth, which is a key indicator of magma moving beneath the surface. When magma rises from deep within the Earth's mantle and accumulates in a reservoir closer to the surface, it pushes the ground up, causing it to inflate like a balloon. That's what we've been seeing at Vulcano for a while now. This inflation has been the primary focus of scientific concern, the most obvious sign that the volcano is repressurizing. But the recent satellite data has revealed something else, something that was hiding in plain sight. While everyone was focused on the vertical movement, the up and down swelling of the island, the new analysis looked at the horizontal movement, the sideways shifting of the ground. And what it found was stunning. The data showed that Vulcano isn't just one solid block being pushed upwards. Instead, the island is split into different distinct blocks, and they are moving independently of each other. Think of it like a set of loosely fitted tiles on a floor. When you push up from underneath, not only do they rise, but they also slide and grind against each other. This discovery was made by a team of researchers who reanalyzed years of satellite data. They noticed that certain parts of the island were shifting westward, while others were staying put or moving differently. This wasn't random noise in the data. The movements were clearly defined, separated by geological fault lines that crisscross the island. Specifically, they identified a major fault system that effectively divides the volcanic edifice into a western sector and an eastern sector, and the western part is slowly but unmistakably sliding away. Why is this so important? Because it completely changes our model of the volcano. The old model assumed Vulcano was a relatively stable structure, with its primary danger being a straightforward vertical eruption. But this new evidence suggests the volcano is structurally weak. It's fractured. The very ground that tourists walk on and that homes are built on is being torn apart from within. The magma pushing up from below isn't just inflating the island. It's exploiting these pre-existing weaknesses, these ancient fault lines, and pushing sections of the island apart. This process is known as flank instability. It's a phenomenon seen at other famous volcanoes, like Mount Etna in Sicily and Kilauea in Hawaii. It means that a part of the volcano's slope, or flank, is unstable and at risk of collapse. The implications of this are profound. It adds a whole new layer of potential hazard to an already dangerous situation. An eruption might not just be a vertical blast of ash and lava. It could be accompanied by a catastrophic landslide as the unstable western flank gives way. Imagine a huge chunk of the island, we're talking about millions of cubic meters of rock and earth, suddenly sliding into the sea. The energy released would be immense. It would instantly displace a massive volume of water, generating a powerful tsunami that could devastate the coasts of Vulcano itself, as well as the surrounding Aeolian Islands and even the mainland of Sicily. This isn't just a theoretical risk. We have evidence of similar volcanic flank collapses in the geological past all around the world, and the tsunamis they generated were apocalyptic. The new satellite data is the first concrete evidence that this exact process is happening at Volcano right now. The westward slide is slow, just a few millimeters a year, but it's consistent, and it's being driven by the very same magmatic pressure that is causing the ground to swell. The two processes are linked. The rising magma is not only priming the volcano for an eruption, but it's also destabilizing its entire structure, making a flank collapse a terrifyingly real possibility. So what does this mean for the people living on and around Volcano? For decades, emergency planning has focused on evacuating the island in the event of an impending eruption. Warning signs like increased gas emissions or seismic swarms would trigger an alert, giving people time to leave. But a flank collapse is a different kind of beast. It can happen with much less warning. While it's linked to the magmatic activity, the final trigger could be something as simple as a moderate earthquake, or it could happen spontaneously once the flank is pushed past its breaking point. The tsunami it would generate would travel at hundreds of kilometers per hour, leaving very little time for coastal communities to react. This new understanding forces a complete rethink of the hazard assessment for the entire region. It's not just about when the volcano will erupt, but how. Will it be a simple eruption, or will it be a complex event involving a flank collapse and a tsunami? This is the cutting edge of volcanology. Scientists are now racing to incorporate this new data into their hazard models. They're using supercomputers to simulate what a potential collapse and tsunami would look like. Where would the wave hit? How high would it be? How much warning time would people have? Answering these questions is now a top priority. They are also deploying more sophisticated monitoring equipment, including high-precision GPS stations on the ground, to track this sideways movement in real time. By combining the view from space with measurements on the ground, they hope to get a clearer picture of the flank's stability. It's a race against time. The volcano is providing us with clues, whispering its intentions through the subtle shifting of the ground. Thanks to this incredible satellite technology, we are finally learning to interpret this silent language. We can now see the hidden fractures and the slow, inexorable slide that was invisible before. This knowledge is power. It allows for better planning, more accurate warnings, and ultimately, could save lives. The story of Volcano is a powerful reminder that our planet is a dynamic and ever-changing place. Even the most solid-looking ground beneath our feet is in constant motion, and as our technology advances, we become more and more attuned to its movements, uncovering secrets that have been hidden for millennia. The shifting ground of Volcano is a warning, but it's also a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless quest to understand the powerful forces that shape our world. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the secrets of Volcano Island. If you found this as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more stories from the frontiers of science. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.